Hello
Hi.
and welcome to this interview. Can I maybe before we start ask you to introduce yourself and your role?
Yeah, my name is Mohammed Musad. I am the CTIO of Dhiraagu, which is an operator in the Maldives, and so I'm responsible for all the technology developments in the company.
Great. Dhiraagu is obviously one of the pioneers in the region in terms of
Yeah.
telecom innovations. I wanted to ask you to maybe describe your 5G journey so far.
Yeah. Let me start by introducing a little bit of Maldives, the difficulty in the geography of the country. So the Maldives is about 800 kilometers long, 1% land, 99% water. So it's a very challenging environment and a very distributed population. So we need to provide services to a lot of remote areas. So, but even with these challenges, we have always, our mission has always been to connect our people, to bridge the nation.
Yeah.
So that we understand that the importance of telecommunication for the country to grow, for the economy to grow. So we have been the pioneers in not only in 5G, we have been pioneers in telecommunication for a long time. We introduced the 4G quite early. We introduced internet quite early, and all the technologies that was before that as well. So with 5G, I think in 2019 we were the first country in the region, South Asia, to introduce 5G. So that was a big feat for a small country like ours. And we quickly actually implemented 5G in the major population areas within the first year or second year of doing that. And today we have reached about 70% of the population with 5G rollout. And we're still continuing to do it. And we plan, I mean, I can't say exactly one, but we plan to cover 100% of the country with 5G, not in a too distant time. So for us, it's about providing our customers, wherever they are in the country, the exact same service where they want. And what the urban populations get, the rural ones should get too. So that has been our philosophy, and that's where we're headed.
Thank you. And of course, you did mention some already about your plans, which was going to be actually my next question.
Okay.
So, I was going to ask you, what is the next phase in 5G? I mean, for your 5G development, and maybe you could touch on the 5G core deployments.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, continuing the rollout is a priority for us, but that's not the only thing that we want to focus on. We want to focus on using the existing 5G networks to deliver more services to our customers. Enhanced mobile broadband, obviously, connectivity is very important. And speeds are very important for us. High-speed connectivity, the kind of services that we are providing, high-speed connectivity is very important. Government is focusing on digitizing the whole country with a new digitization agenda. So we believe that we are the backbone of that, and we need to have our 5G network ready for it. So I think it's important to have that, but to enable those services, I think we need to have a good 5G core network. It is very important because services start in the core. So with the kinds of new services coming, like AI calling and other services that are coming along, it is important that we focus on the core. So we are modernizing our 5G core, and we've been partnering with Huawei to do that for a while, and we are now. We already have a cloud-based 5G core, and we are going to evolve that further in the coming days.
Okay. And obviously, in terms of impact on the society and on the economy, how do you see that shaping?
I think it is very important for us. That's a great question, because I wanted to touch upon this, because we are predominantly, our economy is based on tourism. So a lot of mobile people coming in and out of the country from different parts of the world where they are used to a lot of advanced services. They would like to have the same services. They would like to share their experiences with their customers, their friends and family when they are on the beach. They would like to have that accessibility, that they would like to have that connectivity. And they would like to be able to to communicate with their loved ones all over the world real time. So I think economically for tourism this is very, very important. Not just that, for the hotels, for the enterprises, the kind of services that they provide, it's very important that they have low latency, high speed connectivity. Even smaller things like hotel systems, reservation systems, etc. They need low latency, high speed communications in real time. And the kind of services that we are talking about providing in the future, in the near future, such as AR, VR, immersive experiences, showing people what Maldives is about remotely. So all these services require robust 5G network with a good 5G core network. So that's I think. And then for the society, before I forget, for the society, yes, I think I told you at the beginning we are very small islands dispersed all over the Indian Ocean. So providing people services at their home, education, we already provide remote education to some of the students. They can study at home through the university. We are now trying to get healthcare closer to them. For all these kinds of services, it is important that we provide this low latency, high speed connectivity for them. And mobile is 5G mobile is the de facto thing for that, right? And also, let me put it this way. Apart from those things, I think it also creates a let's say a different kind of economy for these small communities, because they are now able to create content, work for remote other companies around. They don't have to move from their island to somewhere else to do these things. So it has become, it is creating new opportunities for the society, and I see this growing in the coming few years more and more with the new services and with the government reform, digital agenda pushing forward, and people being more aware of these things.
I'm really aware of Maldives. In fact, I've seen many nice, lovely pictures from Maldives in the past. I'd love to visit at some point. But let me just come to AI, because obviously AI is the topic of this event. And so what is the journey, and how are you seeing AI being integrated into your core network?
With the kind, that's a great question, because AI has been the buzzword for all the events, so everybody is talking about AI. For me, when we talk about AI, I think it should start at the core, at service level. Because with the new kind of services that we are talking about, calling, experience-based services, etc., without that AI being embedded into the core, it is going to be very difficult to provide these services. So I think it's where it should start rightly. I mean, we're working with Huawei, and Huawei as a partner, Huawei has provided us is providing us with that capability, and I think we are in the right direction for that. But having said that, I think there are a few things I think we should, as a small operator, I'm worried about. Having different platforms for LLMs and Gen AI, and then integration with that with core would be a problem for us. I would rather have a single box that is AI, where AI is embedded. So for me, a core network that has embedded AI in it is the way forward. And the other thing is simplicity. It needs to be simple for me to operate, rather than having complex mushrooms of different pieces of hardware and software. So that's what I'm looking for. And I think as our partners, I mean, looking at for small operators like us, partners are quite important. Partners like Huawei, who has expertise in these domains, they provide us with quite a lot of expertise and assistance as partners to go forward with this. And we see this collaboration, I think, as a good way to start with the AI, and that's where we headed.
Yeah, and in terms of research, I've done a lot of work also talking to operators, small and large, about their journey. So I'm just wondering, Do you see any pain points, any challenges integrating AI with 5G core?
For me, I think the biggest challenge is again, how do we introduce? Do we do it one? Let's say should it be a big bang thing? Should it be a step by step thing? I think it should be a step by step introduction, and also it should be best something that's. I mean, there are a lot of use cases around that. There are a lot of things there, but it might not be relevant to us. So, working with our partners, what is relevant to us that can be provided through this? I think getting the right balance between these things is quite important. The other bit is the hardware and software and the operation and maintenance, the seamless integration of hardware and software into the network. I don't want a complex network because my O&M cost will go high. I can't afford that. So it has to be smooth. It has to be the hardware and software should be simple to integrate into the network. I think those are the things that I am more worried about, to be honest.
Yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to me.
Thank you for having me.
Good meeting you.
Same here. Thank you.